Hi guys, got to talk to you, yes, about my motion camera. Yes, it's a Wise Cam and it detects sound, motion, and person. It's a person, motion, and sound detector. So it will detect ghosts because it has a night vision attached to it. And you need to set it on the night vision camera part of the lens to catch a spirit. I've better seen in night vision. So let's get on to this. You'll need night vision if you want to catch a ghost on camera or infrared light because that will allow the ghost to be detected that way. It's really just a matter of attracting spirits to your camera. And they show up as orbs or a white mist or like a gray kind of mist in the shape of a figure. You sort of like a slight shadow you see. It forms sort of human like. It forms the shape of a human. Whoever died, that looks that way. The weird screech I heard, I am very mind boggled by it. I can't explain it. It was sounded a bit like a witch or something, but I'm not sure. I mean, if we have witches around here, that would be a little creepy. I don't know. I mean, Bloody Mary is a witch herself, and she kind of screeches in a very demented way. Um, there's got to be a witch cave around. I mean, that's the only explanation. I don't know much, you know. I mean, there's creepy stories about witches and people who've encountered witches. I mean, you have to go deep in the woods where there's a witch cave. I don't think you should go inside a witch cave. I don't recommend that unless you know what you're doing. And wear a mask if you have to because it's quite moldy and kind of gross inside a witch cave. What I think witches like that, don't they? They like to cast spells on people. I mean, they're very magical witches. And they have strong beliefs, so you can't argue. Um, what is my opinion on a witch? Can a witch hurt me? No. When you hear the stories of Bloody Mary, you're kind of thinking why witches are frightening. A, they had a bad rap. A long time ago, people used to burn witches because they thought they were deemed unexcusable to a community, and people were frightened of witches. So a long time ago, they were burned at the stake, and that's what happened to Bloody Mary, I guess. And people were very much against witches, and witches were treated horribly a long time ago. And if a witch had a deformed baby, they treated it like the workings of the devil. Now, Bloody Mary did have a baby. I think that the townspeople found out, so they took the baby and put it in the elements in the wood. Apparently, the baby was very hideously deformed, and that was considered workings of the devil then. And then it got sent to the woods, and the woman was left scorned, screaming at the sounds of her child crying in the woods. And you can almost hear the sounds of Bloody Mary's baby cry in the woods. It's like a haunting sound. It might pierce your ear a bit. It's kind of scary. And you can hear Bloody Mary just go on and on about it. See, I don't know if that screech was Bloody Mary. I mean, I'm not scared of her. I mean, if it was, I would like Bloody Mary to show herself because she's real. I believe in her. That could be great evidence, you know. And if you want to hear that screech, you can click on the link down below. I think if you want to save your ears a little trouble, that might be good. The screech was pretty disturbing and I can't explain it. It happened around 2 in the morning and 3 in the morning, right until 5 in the morning. That always happens. I get detection from my motion camera when I'm not in the house, and then I'll watch the clip. Then it shows like weird clicking. I see orbs flying and motion being detected, and it seems like the orbs go off and on the wall, and then suddenly you'll hear weird ticks from time to time, and then suddenly like a weird screech or a ghostly kind of whisper in the background. If you listen carefully, you might hear a whisper, that's the ghost, or a screech. You know, some people get frightened hearing a ghost screech. They don't know what to do, they don't know what to say. Please don't panic. I mean, seriously. I mean, I'm not scared. I mean, if they were going to hurt me, then I have my dog. Why would they even want to deal with a dog, you know? Dogs can see ghosts. And you know that if your pet sees a ghost, it will act strange. You won't be able to recognize it. It won't see you. It won't even listen to you. So keep aware your house could be haunted, you know. Just because you don't think your house is haunted, yeah, it's not haunted. It is. Think again. There's something about a house that is haunted. It's had, if it, you know, if you hear noises at night that aren't of the human ear, you hear like screeches and there's no one outside, it's only you home alone, and then you hear ticking, then your house is definitely haunted. I don't know what to say about that. I would say it means your house is haunted. Now, haunting could be good or bad. It depends on the spirit that died in the house. Now, every house has a history, and so does the ghost who haunts the house. Now, some ghosts come in peace and some don't. And the ones that don't might frighten you. Don't let a ghost fear you, because if you show a ghost fear, it will actually keep taunting you. Do not do that. It's not a good idea. I don't recommend it. You want to talk to it, you use a spirit box. A digital recorder, which would be a tiny little recorder. Even your phone, if you have a ghost app on it. You need a recording device to film it, and you need a camera, but you can set up a security camera. That would be a great way to catch spirits. There's many ways. You might need one that has night vision or infrared vision. That would be definitely a great idea and a great way to catch ghosts. You might need a red light. A red light will catch a ghost, but be careful. Ghosts are very attractive to certain colors of lights, and they like the color red for some reason. I have a haunted doll named Red, and lately whenever I put him on the floor, he falls on his own, or he's put in a different position than I did put him in. It's weird. He'll go in a weird position and I won't even place him like that. That happens to all my haunted dolls, and I can't explain it. They fall on their own. They have some sort of spirit attached to them. All of them do. And apparently, whenever you put them down, somehow they fall on their own, or they move in a different position that you put them down. You knew you didn't put them in that position, but they slink or they fall on the ground. So if you guys have that same experience with your doll, let me know. Then your doll could be haunted. If you're putting your doll in a position that you knew you put it in that position, and then when you wake up it's in another position in another spot and it fell, then your doll is definitely haunted. If it happens every night, there's something about that doll. Now, you just bought a vessel, because every doll has a vessel that's haunted. Now, they're not all bad. They could be a child, and usually they're children's spirits, but the odd, they could be an adult. It depends the depth of the ghost that haunts the doll. Now, you might hear the ghost in the middle of the night, like a few clicks or maybe loud cries or moaning. You might even hear noises that could be disturbing to you. But please, let me know if your house is haunted or your doll is haunted. I'm very interested in haunted dolls and why they're haunted. I don't want to hurt a haunted doll. I just want to know why they're haunting the family or scaring the people. Now, maybe they don't intentionally scare, but people are afraid of them nonetheless.